I never talk with a doctor or with a nurse, nothing, just zero, zero, like ignore about this word.
Nada.
Nada, nada, nadita. Yeah.
Language, the method of human communication. Words carefully woven together to relay information and express emotions. And for a traveling medical team, the line of communication between a doctor and their patient must be interlaced perfectly. And in a foreign country where these lines are broken, another voice is needed. The voice of the translator.
The 30-year-old?
Yeah, they're her children. And then when her grandchildren get up to 30.
Luis Rojas grew up in San Raimundo, Guatemala, a small town in the highlands northwest of Guatemala City. 7 years ago, he packed his bags and headed for Toronto, Canada, where he now lives and works as a full-time house painter. During a last-minute phone call from a friend, Luis was asked to translate for a team of American doctors and nurses on a relief trip to Chocola, a small village in Guatemala. The next day, he would trade in his paint roller for a used pair of scrubs and fly back to his home country, but this time as a medical translator.
I try to help translate the English to Spanish so the patient can understand what the doctor said. I think it's one of the best things I do in my life, help people in this way, and I never in my life I get like all this kind of information in just only 4 days. I feel like if I study like maybe 2-3 years.
With no prior medical experience, Luis was forced to expand his mind and vocabulary during his time at the clinic. He worked alongside Dr. Scott Lawrence, an MD from Tyler, Texas.
He's an amazing person. He's incredible how much information he has in his mind. He's like expert, like amazing doctor.
Luis and Dr. Lawrence work from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., sometimes only taking 15 to 20-minute breaks in between. They see upwards of 65 cases a day, where many times their translations help the patients find more serious medical issues that they might not have seen before.
He draw with picture in the paper. With every patient, he draw me, he explain me all details, how it's working, how we can do, how we can fix it, how we cannot fix it. So this way I learned a lot, no?
Luis received over 100 hand-drawn pictures from Dr. Lawrence. Each one painted a simple story of the patient's medical history and current problems they were facing. After looking over the sketches, Luis would then have to deal with the most challenging part of the translating process.
I need to tell people they have cancer, and just I don't know how to say. We saw like 2 cases, like abuse, like sex abuse. First one we saw is she had a 16-year-old, so it's very hard. It's really hard. But I tried, try to understand my patient and give you all my support and all the information.
In just 5 days, Luis was the voice that spoke to over 200 patients in the small clinic of Chocola. The information he was relaying meant tragedy and heartache for some. But in one particular case, he was able to deliver the message of life.
I was on the medical when the nurse called me if I can translate something, and I saw that a lady, she was pregnant, and they asked me to translate and tell her like if she wanna know if it's a boy or girl and when they be born. And I saw the face of the mother so excited, so emotional, and said, yes, please tell me if it's a boy or no. And I started to sweat, like I made me so excited.
Doctors are the only ones that can
give you
this information, right?
Yeah, so I never in my life was thinking one day I would do that. Like, how? I'm like a painter,
Luis Rojas provided a doctor with the one vital tool missing from his practice: A voice. A voice that delivered the truth, the good and the bad. The house painter from San Raimundo stepped out into the unknown to help heal a community. And in a foreign country where the lines of communication were broken, he mended them. Luis Rojas is the translator.